we are, Saturday the 12th of February on the promenade at Brighton. I've come down from Milton Keynes with a car full to support the guys doing a fantastic local demo. And, you know, for me, it's all about the local stuff, the regional stuff, as well as, you know, the big national rallies in London are very important, but this is just as important. And I thought to myself this weekend, what can I do to support the guys in Ottawa, in Canada? And I can't fly to Ottawa because I haven't got a passport. As much as anything else, why would I want to put myself into another dodgy jurisdiction on an abroad foreign land when it's already bad enough in this country? So what I could do was come and walk the streets with like-minded people in Brighton, in Sussex. So here we are, and it's all about the truckers in Ottawa. It's not just the truckers. There are millions of ordinary Canadians supporting the truckers, and let's hope that that New World Order puppet, Justin Trudeau, does not defeat the truckers, because if the truckers in Ottawa get defeated this weekend or over the next few days, because let's be clear, the Prime Minister of Canada issuing a state of emergency is essentially a declaration of war against his peaceful protesters. This is not democracy, Justin Trudeau. It might be democracy in your drama classes, in your schools that you used to work in, but this isn't real life. These people are exercising their rights as free individuals because you have taken their life away from them. And this is why millions of people are standing up for themselves. And I've said for a long time that something unforeseen will happen in the world that will cause a worldwide contagion, and it could well be Ottawa. It could well be Ottawa this weekend. So that's one of the reasons why we've come down from Milton Keynes, and it's a delight to, you know, rub shoulders with like-minded people. It's always good for the soul, and this is what we got to do. You know, we've got this semblance of freedom in this country, and there's a reason for that, because there's millions in the movement that have created a situation where the government of this country dare not do what the government of Canada have done. And that's the millions of people in this country that have woken up. And you know what? Each day, more and more people come and join us. And there's one thing I've noticed is they don't go back to the other side once they've woken up. That is for sure. So here we are, a few hundred people on a Saturday afternoon, a very, very chilly Saturday afternoon. And yeah, thanks for your support, everybody. It's great to be here. I love the local demonstration. I was part of it. The crowd decided to demonstrate inside a test centre. Very peaceful. In fact, the staff within the test centre, I had a guy come up to me and shake my hand and say, "We agree with you." Perfectly peaceful. And I noticed that mainstream media completely twist it out of the reality of what actually occurred on the streets. But there is one mainstream journalist called Gubba, G-U-B-B-A, who produced a fantastic 5-minute film of what actually happened on the 29th of December in central Milton Keynes. And what actually happened was very similar to what's happening here in Brighton. Several hundred people, ordinary people, were demonstrating for their civil rights. They were doing what English people should be doing, and that's standing up for their own rights and their own freedoms. That's what Milton Keynes was all about. But no, mainstream media decided to twist it. But do you know what? We don't care. We don't care, because that little local rally, of which there were several speakers standing up, and then we walked around the streets of central Milton Keynes, and then we visited the Milton Keynes Theatre to complain about the fact that they've introduced a cashless protocol. They've insisted that their customers show their COVID papers, despite there being no law insisting upon that. That is real people power, and it's a small example, a very small example, of what is happening on the streets of Ottawa. And I would say to people listening to this up and down the country, you know, you get your local groups on the streets of your local towns, and it makes a big impact, because as the famous American lawyer in the early 20th century, Louis Brandeis, said, there is the individual citizen is the most important political office. They hold the most important political office, and that's what each individual freedom fighter, freedom protester is doing. And yet again, here on the streets of Brighton, it's another example of that. Thank you, and keep going. The world is looking at you, because you mustn't be defeated. And do you know what? I don't think you are. The resolve that I'm seeing from, it's not just the truckers, it's the people, the citizens of Ottawa. They know the truth. And Justin Trudeau, you muppet, you New World Order puppet, you've gone too far, and the people will not be turning back. And I'm hearing stories that the police are resigning, the police are deciding not to turn up for work. Well, good on you, policemen, for doing that, because you know what the truth is, and you've got to face your neighbours when you go back home and you take your uniform off. Don't forget, policemen of Canada, you are just citizens in uniform. And policemen around the world, you know that you're acting as agents of the state. Wake up to what is happening. This is genocide. This is literally genocide. The evidence is mounting up. The genie's out of the bottle. So, I've said for a long time that something unforeseen will happen in the world. I never expected it to be Ottawa. It's a place I've never been to, but you know, our focus in England is on you Canadians. Good on you.